is Mr. Flicker Forward.
Very aggressive. His gameplay is very, very aggressive, and like you mentioned, with the heat not there, how are they going to be able to kind of level the mid lane out? That mid trio is going to be very important for the rotations later on. TLID, very quick. Harith in for Aaron Shiki. It's a special for him as well as the Hayabusa for Fabian.
One of the ideas to kind of squeeze down on Hazel's hero pool. But we haven't seen him play a big variety of heroes just yet. He's not as
experienced.
Yeah, he's not as tried and true as Tsujin. There's gonna be the Granger and the CC, so RRQ, unfazed, not concerned about getting something for Hazel early.
Yeah. That Hanzo is definitely going to be banned out in the second phase. Team Liquid ID now, do they pick up an XP or do they go and pick up a mid laner that can deal with the Juicing? No, they go for the Flex, Hylos.
This is the H combo for Team Liquid, by the way. All three heroes, starting with the alphabet H.
Hayabusa, Harith, Hylos.
Interesting.
That's a triple H.
It's also a really good flex. We've seen TLID in the drafting phase. In the drafting phase, utilize the the witty, the Aran flex till the very end as a way to kind of outsmart their opponents. Not really sure if Cascute can be outsmarted, honestly, seeing his performance so far. So TLID coming into the second phase. We mentioned the Hanzo earlier on, take down Hazel's hero pool. What else do you think might be on the table?
Yeah, I do wonder. Generally, I think for Hazel in particular, it's gonna be all those aggressive, high mobility assassins. If the Hanzo isn't there, I don't know. Can they still go for the Nolan meta in this current meta? I think we've seen it before, but it's not exactly a prior hero any longer.
I mean, technically Lucas can still be placed into the jungle.
Yeah, they have picked up the CC, so that's a counter pick that usually you would look to pick up for the Lucas, but yeah, I agree. I think the Lucas is probably the top contender right now for RK to pick up, so I think TLID might actually ban it out. I think the Nolan would be okay, but not against the Harith Hayabusa, right? That's where it gets really weird for the Nolan.
But RQ banned out the Hilda.
Yeah, so
I might still be looking for some kind of assassin.
That's
here,
why.
What assassin?
I think
the Nolan, like you mentioned.
I mean, Mr. Hazel's signature pick in Liga Nacional was Lancelot.
Isn't Lancelot sitting at a 0% win rate right now?
Lancelot has not been picked at all.
Are you sure?
I believe so.
I think
in MPLID.
Did Aether not pick it up?
Nope. Picked up Lucas.
Alright. Well, even the Alpha, so all of these, in particular, fast farming junglers have been taken out.
There you go.
Phobias as well. Yeah, you guys might be onto something.
There should be a Lucas. They banned Phobias, they picked CC. Hanzo and Alpha are banned out.
Unless Team Liquid ID wants to pick up the Lucas for themselves. No, Naja. They're going for the full beefy frontliner meta, dude.
Against the CC, which is interesting.
Very interesting.
Oh, let's see. What do they pick up? Oh, what? They're hovering over a Ling.
No way.
Could it be?
Hazel.
Wait a second.
5 jungle bans. I just want to say how much prio Liquid have on Hazel. 5 jungle bans.
Fanny, Joy, Suyo, Hanzo, and Yama.
Definitely interesting. This used to be something that would happen against Fabian, not Hazel. There are 2 picks to go right here. Oh, Tigreial.
A flashy
And it's a Ling!
Wow. Wow, Hazel, you mad lad. Cascute, you mad lad.
I mean, this was a pick that TLID were the ones to bring out for Fabian. 0% win rate. We saw the WR earlier on before with the Tigreial now being picked up. How do you think TLID will respond to this? Technically, they just need a hero for Yehezkiel.
Something with that's a bit safe, I think, would be good because there's so many threats here from the side of RRQ. Some mobility would be nice. Crowd control would be cool as well. I mean, if they want to go with just the good old Vexana for control, right? To use this aggressive style, to use these front lines to kind of bully RRQ, they can do that as well.
But if we're talking safe, Aurora.
Sicilian is also very, very safe. They play with this range, but
Against the Ling.
I just want to say this is a very, very greedy lineup. They have a Ling, CC, and a Granger. All of them really need farm. At least they don't have another, like, they don't have a Sicilian. If they had a Sicilian too, then that would be a problem. So they're still gonna have to balance the farm between these 3. I think Dyron's gonna be the one that takes the hit.
Might be the case for sure. But with two fighters though, with the Hylos and Gatot, I mean, for Team Liquid, they have this chance to just go flank and box in RRQ with the Avatar of the Guardian. That's great. And now they can also double down and use the Glorious Pathway to catch RRQ. So if RRQ can't really bring the fight towards Team Liquid, that's going to be a difficult situation to be in. So I think they're going to be forced to play a certain way right here to try and use that mid lane dominance to try and do something.
So, will RQ be able to do it? Ladies and gentlemen, our opening game in the rematch of the Grand Finals between the Kings of Kings and the Cavalry. RRQ TLID Game 1. Let's get into the Land of Dawn.
Immediately you can hear "Let's go Liquid" chanted right behind us right here. But all across for RRQ as well. Yeah, the fan base have been crazy this season. But in the early game, watch for the mid lane though. Aggression coming in from both teams.
Yeah, but Ritz is the one that's taking a lot of damage. Cycling does! Yehezkiel! First blood!
Very nice opening. It'll help Yehezkiel with the stacks as well. Understandably so, Sicilian does dearly need it. Did you think the emblems played a part in that aggression?
Well, for the most part, just tenacities, right? Even Rins, knowing he's on the Tushin, goes for the tenacity with the agility to try and help with the chase potential as well. I feel like it was a bit too aggressive right there, especially with Winnie being on the Hylos. The Hylos does a surprisingly high amount of damage in the early game. And there's 3 tenacities for the side of Team Liquid. So they're fully expecting this brawl style to continue. But look at the damage coming out of Toy, man. And the lane is still pushing.
Okay, meanwhile for the talent predictions, it looks like it's... Is this a fair split?
No.
Oh, it's just me.
It's only Eterna.
This is gonna be on TikTok.
If they win, right?
Probably.
If Liquid win.
Hey.
They're looking good right now. Yehezkiel
Let's skip it, yeah.
got the lead.
There you go, there you go. That's something that they can work with, obviously. But again, right, RRQ, they're also, like Arashi mentioned earlier on before the game begun. Wait a second though, Idok, getting caught a little bit low here. We're forced to kind of retreat from that. But again, RRQ are on a time bomb. TLID with the Sicilian should be able to scale really well into the later stage of the game. So it feels like RRQ now, I'm wondering whether or not they're gonna try and get this early game, because right now TLID have the better setup on the turtle.
Whoa! Hazel walking up, retry win! Man, Fabian got locked down by Tyron. Comes the blades, picking up all the blades there with the help of the Revitalizer. Able to out-sustain that damage coming down now. As that's the Sanguine Claws! Yehezkiel punches forward, back again. A flicker from Yehezkiel to get rid of Rins.
That's a 2-4-0 trade, ladies and gentlemen. TLID falling quite behind, but with RQ picking up that turtle. Wait a second, Aaron Shiki.
Wants a bit more smoke right there. Pull back out though. It's a great start for RRQ to initiate that fight, get the pick off. But afterwards, I feel like they were putting their attention onto the Witty and Iran. And again, especially in this early game, those two are not the targets, man. With 2 Revitalizers, they're gonna sustain for way too long, way too much. So I think RRQ are stuck in a weird spot where they have to dive. They have to go for the other members in the back. Because if they use all their resources on the front, I feel like Team Liquid ID have what it takes to at least control the early game. The mid game, who knows? It'll depend on the gold laner.
And it's not going to be as clear-cut and simple, right? Wait a second, RQ.
Really picked up, thrown back. Will take a bit of damage there. Hazel, though, a level ahead of Fabian on the Ling. Wants to invade the enemy jungle. No, decides against it.
So what's the idea for the Ling right now? Is it going to be more neutral objective-oriented? Is it going to be more kill pressure?
I don't think we've seen too much of Hazel's Ling, actually. At least for me personally. So I feel like the possibilities are still up in the air right now. A big value of the Ling is, of course, the mobility, right? So they have an angle to go for some kind of split if they want to. They can go for big team fights as well. I feel like for RRQ, it's going to be very rotation heavy, with mobility being an emphasis.
Okay. Very aggressive invade there from Hazel. And he gets out without being punished at all. Here, was that Yehezkiel took it?
We don't really make it out properly. But yeah, you can see that even though in theory, the Ling is supposed to shine later on in the game, with that mid lane pressure, with Idok being so aggressive, they're actually getting a lot of chances to invade right here. And now RRQ are the first to the turtle pit. Can they do something though? Can they make their move before Team Liquid ID gets in position?
I mean, essentially, if Fabian doesn't get caught out earlier on, like Turtle number 1, they should have a fighting chance. Fabian is level 7 too. So that 50-50 retreat battle, wait a second, Hazel just secured another level. So it looks like it might be better set up for RRQ right now.
Actually, the poke damage coming from Toy is there. Dyron though gets chunked very low.
Yehezkiel constantly putting damage down. Curtain call, Witty bursts it down, melted. Even with the tanky HP, Rins though will fall as well. Idok jumps in, able to go with the shove now. Oh, flickers out to safety. Aaron Shiki jumping in. Hazel wins out the retreat. Oh, time to play, jumping in. Aaron very low. Hazel walks away, gets tossed in on the wall. Aran takes him out.
That was a perfect taunt. That was a perfect taunt. That's a 2-0 trade. Technically 2-for-1 trade as RRQ was able to secure the neutral objective. Again, a very similar story to Turtle number 1.
That's concerning right there. RRQ always kind of falling short in the pickoff game, even though in theory they do have a lot of damage at their disposal still. But for Hazel, I felt like there was a weird moment right there where with the Tempest of Blades where he finished the initial animation and he kind of stood still for a while. But RRQ already active trying to get a run.
Great implosion with a shove too. Now the pickup as Toy gets the kill. Sky Piercer, first stack of the game. Up top, TLID with the response. A turret as well, but no kills.
All right, biggest question here, who's supposed to win the lane? Granger or Harith?
Level 1 to 4, it is the Granger. And then once Harith picks up some more items, then he can start to make it a skill matchup.
Are we at that point yet for Aaron Shiki?
Gotta take a look at the items. I think, yes, yeah. He should be Starlium side already.
Yeah, just the Starlium against the Hunter Strike and the Sky Piercer for Toy.
Because Toy is 1,000 gold ahead of Aaron Shiki right now.
Especially after that sequence, I feel like RRQ timed it well. The moment where, as a Harith, you might want to try and start an outplay. RRQ, go for the play and pressure Team Liquid ID away and kind of end the laning phase. Everyone's just moving around randomly right now. Idok though.
He's able to get away for now. Witty goes in. Second Cloud pulls him back as well. That's a 3-man implosion. Purified from Aaron Shiki. Aaron joins him with the AOG. Now as Witty gets caught in the current call. No kill just yet, Toy. Getting them down. That's Rins. Picking Aaron Shiki back up. Who doesn't hit the Purify, but yeah, has killed. Gets the Sanguine Claws to stop what's happening up top. Fabian and Hazel hovering over the top side of the map. TLID zone away from the turret in the mid lane, and Toy will continue to siege it down with Dyron.
That was unfortunate for RRQ, man. When Rins comes in with the flicker to try and secure one of those kills, Aaron Shiki is the one that got lifted up. That's the issue with the Chushin. You can't really select who to target. But with that sequence though, RRQ, they get the turtle, and they get a sizable gold advantage out of nowhere. 2.5k, more or less.
Absolutely, absolutely. They're playing the map really well. I mean, one of the main things that the lane can do is the global pressure, and we see the turret actually fall in the top lane, and it didn't seem like Fabian wanted to go in for that 1v1 either. Right? It feels like Fabian actually retreated from that area. As we do have a game fact by GoPay. This marks Jushin's debut in MPL ID Season 15 after previously having a 100% ban rate. We actually talked about this a little bit in the drafting phase earlier on, but back into the game, 3.5k gold lead now for RQ, and it looks like they're continuously pressuring here.
Oh no, bad position. Rins able to get out. Idok finds a crazy 7 somehow. Aaron stays alive there, finally gets assassinated by Diamond Baby low. Hazel finds him in the back and assassinates him too.
And the kingdom goes wild in the MPL arena. 4-for-1 trade, a tower in the top lane. This is looking like a disaster for the cavalry.
He's gonna pop the protection on the top side. They won't be able to get the turret, but what was that? It was looking so even until Idok just exploded with that implosion. There was 4 members immediately caught in a combo, and RRQ did not waste that opportunity, man. Team Liquid ID now very clearly on the back foot. They have that late game. They do have Yehezkiel that's going to scale indefinitely. But we've seen RRQ crack open the toughest of bases before. If they can maintain the gold lead, if they can maintain their control of the neutral objective, they might even try and end the game and just skip through the whole team fight to begin with.
Yep, that's exactly what we're looking at right now, especially now RRQ in terms of objective control. Hazel is what, level 14 as compared to Fabian, who is at level 12. So there's a 2-level gap between both of these junglers. I don't see a way where TLID take this one.
Not right now. I mean, even if they do land an ideal combo, they get the AOG, they get the Glorious Pathway, there's just not enough damage to back it up. Yehezkiel is only sitting on a glowing one. Look at Aaron Shiki being targeted, but no, Witty
There's pathway, trying to dodge away. Oh, shoved out of the pathway, picked up by Rins to the shots of Toy. That is a dead horse, put down.
This is what happens when you pick a Hylos into a Jushin, and it's not a normal Jushin. This is Rins on one of his secret weapon heroes, and we see exactly the damage that it can impact onto for TLID, and now this Lord is marching in the bottom lane. Can TLID defend this?
They only have 2 items in the hands of Aaron Shiki, 3rd on the way, and only 2 on the hands of Sicilian as well.
TLID trying to defend right now. Holy defense already blocked.
Oh,
He waves Witty! Oh, pulled back by Rins! Again for Toy!
144 KDA right now. It's not the best game for Witty on the Hylos, and it doesn't end here. We do see 3 lanes still crashing. Dairon going very aggressively inside.
Aaron getting shredded to half HP. Dog! Again with the implosion! He finds 2, and it is all over. TLID! Only Fabian left to defend. Bottom lane, another base turret up top. Another one goes down. 2 more waves. Witty, glorious pathway to the side. That's Fabian almost bursted down. Witty to be next as well. Fabian jumping back and forth, but Witty will not be able to survive. Toy with the flicker forward to get a double and to end things quick. 11 minutes.
11 minutes and a 10k gold lead for RRQ, the Kings of Kings. Very dominant game, very dominant showing by RRQ to open up this match.
What was that, dude? We were talking about the late game possibility. I think this game just broke the record for fastest game of the season. That was 11 minutes and 3 seconds.
I think so too. I don't think we've had a 10-minute match.
What was
10-minute
that,
game.
dude? We just didn't
double check.
allow a team with ID to have any response whatsoever.
I think our fastest was 11:22. But we will double check that.